May peace and Allah's mercy be upon you all, my dear grade 11 students. Welcome back to part 2 of our reading a lesson from Module 10, A Penny Saved is a Penny Earned, in your students' books, page 142 and page 143, exercises B, C, D, E, and F. Objectives supposed to be covered. 1. Understand and respond independently to the main ideas in longer, more complex texts. Number 2. Understand and respond independently to detail in longer, more complex texts. Number 3. Guess independently the meaning of unknown words from available clues in a wide range of longer, more complex texts, including some texts on unfamiliar topics. And finally, use independently familiar and some unfamiliar digital and print resources to check meaning and extend understanding. Now open your students' books to page 142. In exercise B, you're asked to read the text quickly and choose the most appropriate title for the text. Before reading, however, do you know what these expressions sharing is caring, in for a penny, in for a pound, and money makes the world go round mean? Pause the video and think. Suggested answers. The expression sharing is caring means you have to share what you have to show you care for those who are less fortunate. The expression in for a penny, in for a pound means you are willing to see something through no matter how much money or effort. The expression money makes the world go round means that money is essential to the interaction of people around the world and to everyday life. It's your turn now to read quickly or skim the text to choose the most appropriate title. And I'm going to play the audio of this text to help you read properly.
Module 10. A penny saved is a penny earned. 10A. Reading.
Charitable giving has a long historical tradition that bridges across cultures. The word philanthropy, which comes from the Greek word philanthropia, meaning love of humankind, was first used in literature over 2,500 years ago to describe the act of charitable giving. The first Roman leader created a system of public charity for over 20,000 people in need. Today, charitable giving is encouraged across the world through a variety of economic and social programs. In Qatar, charitable giving is deeply rooted in the cultural identity and includes zakat, which is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. Charity powerfully impacts those who give as well as those who receive, and we talk to 4 people about their experiences with charitable giving.
Fatima. There are so many worthy charitable causes to choose from, and if it were possible, I would donate to all of them. As a mother, I think it's very important for my children to be a part of the process, and every year we decide together which charitable organisations we are going to support. In the last few years, we have chosen to support charities that fight poverty, and we've even done some hands-on volunteer work. I think being actively involved has helped my children develop an understanding of the importance of generosity.
Frank. When I finished university, I spent a year with the United Nations in Latin America, and it was a wonderful, life-changing experience. I was able to see firsthand how charitable organizations make a difference in poor nations. Even more importantly, I learned that charity is not just about the rich giving to the poor. The people I met make giving and charity a part of their everyday lives, and I saw how charitable even the poorest people can be towards one another. If I get the opportunity, I will go back there someday. Until then, I'm working full-time for an international health charity, and I'm trying to set aside a small part of my salary for donations.
Hassan. When I was a boy, my father always took care of my charitable contributions, and every year he would sit down and calculate the zakat for myself and my brothers. He always told us how important it was to support those in need. Now that I am older, I calculate my own zakat. It's so gratifying to know I am helping the needy and the poor. I've also found that the process helps me. I know that when I sit down to calculate my zakat, I take a good look at the state of my personal finances. For me, personal financial responsibility has been an unexpected side benefit of giving to charity.
Hilda. I work for one of over 150 companies in the US that has a gift matching policy. A gift matching policy means that for every dollar I donate to charity, my employer will make a donation of the same amount. So I really do a lot of research before I donate. Although you can choose any charity to support, I personally like to focus on programs that give back to my local community because I get to see firsthand how my money and my employer's money is helping people. It's a wonderful feeling to know you've been a part of building a school or feeding the poor. I also try to pitch in every Saturday at a homeless shelter.
After reading, what do you think the most appropriate title for this text is? The answer is awesome. Sharing is caring. Move on to exercise C on the same page. You're supposed to read the text for one more time, but this time read for scanning. While reading, try to answer the following questions to check your understanding. When was the word philanthropy first used in literature? What example of a charitable giving is used for Qatar? Do Fatima and her children always support the same charitable organizations? Who have Fatima and her children been giving to in recent years? How long did Frank spend with the United Nations in Latin America? Would he like to go back to Latin America? Who used to be responsible for calculating Hassan's zakat? Who is responsible for calculating his zakat now? Why does Hilda like to focus her giving on program for the local community? What does Hilda do every Saturday? Exercise C is a multiple choice question, and the key to answer this type of questions is to underline the keywords, both in the question itself and the choices. So let's give it a head. Question 1. According to the text, what is true of philanthropy? Let's underline the keywords: true, philanthropy, modern, concept, limited, specific, cultures. First used Roman leader. Constitutes 1. Underlying principles, Islamic faith. Question 2. For Fatima, giving to charity allows her to. Fatima, giving to charity allows her to spend more time with people in need. Teach children important lesson. Understand personal wealth not important. Generous even though not have time. Question 3. Frank's experience in Latin America. Frank's experience Latin America. Left next feelings. Taught valuable lesson charity. Occurred he studying university. Made realize put money aside secure future. Question 4. What is true of Hassan? What true Hassan only found out zakat grew up when younger. Calculate brothers zakat given to charity made better managing finance helping people in need made realize enjoys advantages most people not. Question 5. According to the text, how does the gift matching policy work? How gift matching policy work? Company donates as much as employees does. Company provides employees tax break. Employees obliged choose local program to support. Companies, employees donate research charity before contributing. Question 6. What do all 4 of the people have in common? What 4 people have in common? Feel benefit personally from giving. Mention importance. Family motivating work. Volunteers making charitable donations. None of them had hands-on experience working charitable organization? Check your answers with me for the comprehension questions. Over 2,500 years ago. Zakat. No. Every year they decide which charitable organization to support. 2 organizations that fight poverty. 1 year. Yes, he would. His father, he is, means Hassan, because she wants to see firsthand how she is helping people. She volunteers at a homeless shelter. Check your answers for the selected response question with me. Number 1, D. Number 2, B. Number 3, B. Number 4, C. Number 5, A. And finally, number 6, A. Move on to exercise D. Provide a written response to the following questions in your own words. Use information from the text to support your answer. Question 1. What evidence does the text give to support the claim that charitable giving is a tradition across cultures? Question 2. How has family influenced Fatima's and Hassan's views on a charity? Question 3. Apart from giving money, what other ways have people in the text found to support charities? Pause the video and think of answers. Suggested answers. In the introduction, the text mentions charitable giving in ancient Rome and in Qatar. The text also talks about charitable giving in Latin America and through companies in the USA. Question 2. Family influenced Fatima because she wanted to provide a good example for her children and to teach them to be generous. For Hassan, he saw the example of his father calculating his zakat and later learned what it meant to do that for himself. Question 3. Fatima and her children volunteer whenever they can. Hilda volunteers every Saturday at homeless shelter. Frank works for a charitable health organization. Move on to exercise E. Look at the highlighted words and phrases in the text and match them with their meanings. There are 2 extra meanings which you do not need to use. You know you can use digital or printed resources to check the meaning of them. Pause the video and give it a try. Check your answers with me. Philanthropy means amazing. The practice of providing support, financial or otherwise, to people in need. Where 2. The adjective worthy, which means you've nailed it, deserving of attention. Number 3, the noun generosity, which means excellent, the quality of being generous or willing to give. Number 4, the phrasal verb set aside, which means wonderful, to keep money for a special purpose. Number 5, gratifying, which means you rock, given a sense of satisfaction. And the last one, the phrasal verb pitchin, which means you're out of this world, to contribute time, effort or money towards an activity. Move on to exercise F. Discuss in pairs and groups. In what ways do you think people who give to charity benefit? Why do you think charitable giving is important in Qatari culture? Pause the video for the last time and think of answers. Suggested answers. When you donate to charity, you feel better about yourself because you know that you are doing something important to help those in need. In Qatar, charity is very important because it is tied both to faith and to what it means to be a Qatari. And it reflects the Qatari values of respect and compassion, which are essential for the fair and equitable treatment of others. Many of our great leaders have set examples of this by giving generously and setting up charitable foundations. This is the end. I wish all of you the best of luck. See you soon.